Hello and happy Monday to everyone. I hope you all are doing well. Today we are looking into, and don't mind the washing machine uh doing its job in the background. But yeah, today we are going to be looking into um that there's been a lot of rhetoric. There has been a lot of rhetoric spoken as it pertains to the current president of the United States and claims, desires, spoken words of Canada becoming the 51st state of the United States of America. And, that's, I can only imagine that for a sovereign nation, that is a threat, and those words do not bode well. So, we're going to look into that today. We're going to look into it and see what spirit, what the universe has to say about this and see if we can make some sense out of it. So, let me get myself together. We're gathered here today. Let me just. All right, we're gathered here today. All right, so. And for those of you who may be joining this live stream, to ask your question, be sure to put a purple heart or a purple crystal ball next to your question so that I can know it's a question, so that I see your question and then I get to read on your question. All right. So let me just do one thing and okay. Excellent. All right. And let me just give a shout out to people before we get started. Hey, Donna, Miss Asha, Sweet Aces Silhouette, Erica J. Okay. So who would like the first question, my darling? And the first question is from Donna, and she asks, is Canada serious that anyone who buys American products is a traitor? Ooh, now let me just, I'm a United States citizen. I am a United States citizen, but we are going to see, honey, because this has really become this has really become a mess. And to those of you who are, to those of you who are worldly citizens, not of the United States, just know that, the government and its citizens are two different entities. So, all right. Is Canada. Okay. Canada's government. Let's see. Canada's government. Yeah, this is, I'm not going to say full blown traitor, but as far as what I'm seeing here, there is an energy of, we may have to walk away from dealing with America, with the United States of America. Um, yeah, there's, we have this Eight of Cups here. So, there's clearly some energetic sentiment as it pertains to walking away and not dealing with the United States of America per um, Canadian governing bodies, right? Um, and, we share a landmass together, the United States of America and Canada, and then, Mexico. And then, you have the entire, isthmus of Central America happening, there is an energetic sentiment of like, maybe we do have to walk away. Maybe we do have to stop dealing with these people. Um, I'm not a government official. I'm not an elected government official. I don't ever want to deal in politics. Um, I have had some community organization positions in the past in which I served as a vice president. I have served as a president of a community organization before. And listen, that's politics enough for me. It's politics enough for me. But yeah, there is an energetic sentiment of, we may have to turn our backs and leave the United States alone. I don't, now whether or not the action is behind it, I'm not sure. But I think that energetically there are some things that Canada just, and I'm just speaking energetically, just won't defend, just won't really, put up with or deal with. And I'm not upset, right? I'm not upset at it. And then we have this Two of Pentacles here in reverse, and it's just like this is definitely they're taking precautions because it's just like, how do we maintain our balance? What's good balance wise, financially, and stability wise, as far as Canada is concerned, right? We don't want to necessarily shake the boat because, whether we like it or not, the world that we live in, globalization and the interconnectedness of so many countries and governments and business deals, it is a thing. The house of cards falling, it affects all of us, right? But trader, I'm not seeing trader, but I do see the energetics of Canada is serious as it pertains to, if we have to walk away, we have to walk away, right? So I hope that makes sense, Donna, because our dear sister girl Donna is Canadian. Okay. Now the next question is from Donna, and she asks again, um, are the rumors true about the Canadian government preparing to file for permission to go to war with America at the G7 meeting? Interesting. Interesting. And see, like as you say, Donna, you say you all are seeing ads there. The thing about ads is that ads are subliminal. So I think there's a repetition with the ads to kind of start sliding that in for the people of Canada, right? Um, I don't know what treason looks like for Canadians, but okay, so let's see. The rumor's true. Interesting. Okay, so we have major, major, major upheaval and change here. Major upheaval and change here with this death card in reverse, right? I think that's definitely significant. Ooh, we have the Hierophant in reverse. So this is structured. This is long-standing things that have structure, power. This could be government. The Hierophant can represent government. It can represent government agencies. It can represent countries. It can represent long-held beliefs and organizations. Like, for example, religion of Christianity, those powerful, long-standing, you know, entities that there. So this is interesting. We have the death card in reverse. We have the Hierophant here in reverse. Remember, things upright for you are reversed for me. So I'm looking at these in reverse. This is interesting. Oh, we have the wheel. We have the wheel. We have the wheel. This is interesting. So if we are talking energetically, I'm not going to say war, but a definite change. A definite change that is, the rhetoric by Donald Trump is bringing various countries around the world to really think about their relationships with the United States of America. Not that it hasn't happened before, but it's really, really bringing people to, or governments to, the ruling bodies to question the relationships, the status, the business deals as it pertains to their countries and the United States of America, right? Um this is interesting. I feel like there may be some I feel like there may be some conversations. I don't necessarily see war here, but I feel like there may be some conversations, and not just from Canada. I feel like there may be conversations from other countries. Okay, I know you mentioned the G7, right? As it pertains to the United States. So do I see war here? No. Do I see significant change to organizational structure and power dynamics? Yes, I do see that. I do see that. I do see that. These are some heavy hitters here. These are some heavy hitters right here. This is definite change. This is definitely, you know, um, a new change, a new season. So do I see war? I don't see war. But I do think that G7 conversations and countries around the world are definitely about to start, you know, thinking about how can how or why, or is it time for their business dealings or relationships with the United States to change or maybe end. So this is heavy energy here. This is heavy energy here. Hello, positive on purpose. This is definitely heavy energy here. So, okay, and the next question is going to be from Donna again, and she asks, um, because Donna is our resident Canadian here, she asks, are these boycotting of American companies from Canadians going to continue? And if so, how will it impact these businesses? Yeah, I heard about that. I heard about that. I have not read any articles. I have seen some surface level things. I have seen some surface level commentary as it pertains to, boycotting American businesses. Okay, so we have the Five of Swords here. This Five of Swords is in reverse for me. And this is definitely risk. This is risk. This is argumentative. This is very, very frictional energy. Okay. This could be bad. This could be bad. This is risk. This is risk management. This is, do we want to take this chance? And this is, as it's the swords, this is bringing in the energy of paperwork, strategy, thought processes, um, the realms that are mental. And even, this air, the air element, the air component, the mercuryness of it, there are a lot of businesses, when we, just like right now, we're on the internet. The internet, that's the suit of air. That is the electricity. That's the unseen. These are conversations. These are, so this doesn't look good. This doesn't look good looking at this first card right here. Okay, we have Four of Wands here. Okay. Yeah, the Mercuryness. Listen, and y'all go ahead and get it together because Mercury is about to go retrograde in a little bit. So make sure y'all have y'all wigs glued down tight. Okay. Make sure your edge controller is on point. Okay. Venus is Venus and Venus retrograde foolishness. Mars is stationing direct, but Mercury is about to go retrograde real soon, honey. So everybody get their wig glued together. Everybody get their wig glued together. Your wig glue, your toupee glue. Everybody get together because we're gonna have a very, very interesting astrological year. All of us. Um, this is not I'm not gonna say it's not a good astrological year, but we're on a bumpy road this year, 2025. And this mess in the mix, yeah. Um, everybody get their wig glued together. Um, is it going to continue? It really depends. It really depends. Is the boycotting of these companies? It's really going to depend. It's going to depend, and here we are again, swords. We have this two of swords. This two of swords, you see, the gentleman is thinking about his next move on this game board. It could be chess, it could be something else, but this is a skill decision that has to be made. A tactical decision that has to be made, a skill decision that has to be made. It really, really depends. It really, really depends. And it really depends. It really depends on what is this relationship going to be between the United States and Canada. It really, really depends. So, Donna, as of right now, it depends. We don't know if this rhetoric is going to continue. We don't know if tariffs are going to stop, or we don't know. Um, as of right now, just looking at this, is it going to continue? It's really going to depend. And this relationship is really going to depend on this relationship. And listen, all I can tell y'all is that um Donald Trump, all I can say is go back and look at my um go back and look at my natal chart reading of Donald Trump, his natal astrological chart reading. A mod can one of the mods go and find that reading I did on his natal chart, and put the link in the chat um for me, please. All I can say is Donald Trump gives it up easy as long as you stroke his ego. Okay. He gives it up easy as long as you stroke his ego. And baby, him and Elon Musk, they go together right now. Okay. They go together right now. So that's all I can really, but how, will the boycotting continue? It really, really depends, Donna. It really, really depends on this relationship. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? And it's funny because, right, when you look at this card, right, this is the lovers, but the lovers is about relationships, right? Oh, and I just thought about it. This lovers card, this is really Gemini. Okay, people think the lovers card is Venus. It's not. It's Gemini. Donald Trump. That man is a Gemini. So it's really going to depend on him. It's really going to depend on Donald Trump and what he got going on. Okay. Donald Trump and his, mm, yeah, it's really going to depend on it's really going to depend on him, Donna. It's really going to depend on him and this relationship. And it's kind of just like, when you look at this card, who is reaching down and who is reaching up? Who initiated the action, right? Was it the guy in this card reaching up to the woman, or was it the woman reaching down to the man? So we really don't know yet. There's some duality in here. We really don't know yet. Now, let's see how it will impact businesses, how it has the potential to impact the businesses. The 51st state coming from? Oh, if you see the thumbnail for this video, Donald Trump has said that rhetoric. That rhetoric comes from, as far as what we have seen and heard, that rhetoric comes from Trump. That comes from him. I like how you said orange man or electric boy. So, how might it impact businesses? Let's see. It won't necessarily be good for businesses. This is justice in reverse. I also want us to look at how many cards so far are major arcana cards. This is major energy. This is not a joke, right? This is not a joke. This is not a joke. So this is major energy. This is justice right here. This is justice. Yeah. Then we have this Two of Cups. So I want you all to see all of this duality that we have going on here. We got the scales of justice. We have this Two of Cups. We saw the Two of Swords, right? We saw the Lovers, which is a 2. There's a lot of duality. We're seeing the duality. We're seeing the energetics of both sides. We're seeing the energetics of how a pendulum can swing one way or another, right? Yeah. Impacting businesses, business relationships, absolutely business relationships. I think the biggest part of this, from what I'm looking at, is, will businesses deem that it's fair? Will businesses deem that this is fair? Is this fair energetically, right? And it's going to affect businesses and partnerships. But yeah, there's definitely this energetic component. And then we have this Eight of Swords right here that's reversed. Yeah. Okay, so who's being tied up? Things beyond people's control. Yeah, this is, ooh. Yeah, and then we have the Seven of Swords here. I think secretly, how it affect these businesses. Yeah, we don't know who all is going to be affected by this. We really don't. We don't know who all is going to be affected by this. There might be more people affected by it than others, right? Because everything doesn't affect everyone the same type of way. It's really going to come down to relationships. And, is this small business or is this larger corporations, right? It's really going to depend on these relationships. Interesting. It's really going to depend on these relationships. And is it going to be fair? Will they see it as fair? Now, for me, I don't think that businesses from the United States should suffer as it pertains to Trump, but I understand the sentiment, and I understand the actions being taken by another country, because you literally, a potential leader has threatened or talked about impacting the sovereignty of another nation. In the globalization dance that we live in, the things that hurt, the things that get people to reconsider, is what hurts the bottom line. Right? So I think it's really going to depend. I think there might be some businesses that may not be harmed by it. But I mean, how the businesses impact these businesses, they'll be tied up in this mess. They'll be tied up in this. And they're going to be wondering, is this fair or not? Is this fair for them to be hurt when they themselves, the business, didn't do anything? It's different if you're a business and you sold some makeup and the makeup burned somebody's face, right? And then a country decides, well, we're not going to have your makeup here anymore because something from your company actually did harm someone. That's different. So the question is going to be what's fair, what's not fair, right? Interesting. This is interesting. And definitely, make sure that everyone understands the globalization dance and how really interconnected we are. I know that there were supposed to be the tariffs as it pertains to things coming from China. Listen, I was curious myself because I think I remember seeing that the the tariff situation as it pertains to goods coming into the United States from China has kind of calmed down because baby, I was curious. This morning I went and checked a vendor that's in China. Okay. And the first thing that popped up was there are no more tariffs on, the small items coming in from China, like, wigs, bundles, small packets, people love their Shein and whatnot. So I saw that. And I was like, oh, okay. Because there's a lot that comes into the United States from China. A lot of stuff comes from China. You go into Walmart, you go get that shower curtain. The shower curtain was probably made in China. It probably was. A lot of clothes made in China, even clothes that are quote unquote more high end. Okay. Using quality materials. It's probably made in China. Probably made in China. So I think we really need to focus on, and I'm just speaking generally, and understanding that the globalization dance of the interconnectedness of countries around the world, it's a real thing. It's a real thing, right? It's a real thing. So yeah, it's crazy. Okay, Donna has the next question, and she asks: is Trump in cahoots? Is Trump in cahoots with Pierre to help conservatives to win the election so Canada can be conservative led? That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, listen, I was looking at this dress. Okay, I was looking at this dress. It was 100% silk. I was looking at another dress that was 100% cashmere. And baby, that dress was made in China. Pure cashmere. So, you might get something made in New Zealand, you might get something made in Taiwan, you might have something made in Venezuela, you might have something made in, but there are a lot of things that just really aren't made here in the United States anymore, right? Globalization. Globalization. Like I said, it was a real nice dress too. A sweater dress, 100% cashmere, right? Made in China, baby. So, made in China. So, Trump in cahoots. So, but I think that, and I'm just speaking generally right now, I think that this, with tariffs and things like that, I think that the good thing about Donald Trump being in office again is that people are understanding now how interwoven countries are, right? How interwoven countries are. How interwoven together countries are. I mean, really good veal and lamb, is coming from New Zealand, right? Really good veal, really good lamb quality is coming from New Zealand. Um, a lot of the microchips and everything like that, powering our phones, our laptops, our televisions, our refrigerators. They got these fancy toasters and stuff now. A lot of stuff has come from Taiwan. It's come from like I don't think people understood before how interconnected everything was. I think that the panini of 2020, I think that was a wake-up call, but I think people went back to sleep after the panini was over, right? My air quotes over. And, here's the discussion again about interconnectedness and where things really come from, right? Um, so yeah, this is definitely a wake-up call. And then the call for people to really understand that capitalism for the most part is bad. Capitalism is bad. Overconsumption is bad. You probably really don't need that, right? But yeah, back to this question. Um, are they in cahoots together? I think there may be something to that. I do think there may be something to them working together. Here's a problem, but here's the problem. Here's the problem. Trickster energy. Trickster energy. Mm-hmm. Trickster energy. The question is, who is tricking who? Who is pulling the wool or wants to pull the wool over whose eyes? Right? Mm-hmm. The question is, who wants to pull the wool over whose eyes and who is going to be the sacrificial lamb after they get what they want? Who is going to be the sacrificial lamb after they get what they want? Yeah. And then the question is, as it pertains to this, because I'm looking at this, looking at what's coming out. Who has dirt? I kind of feel like this is a conversation and someone has dirt on the other person. Who has dirt on the other person? What was somebody doing that was raunchy, that was scandalous, that could potentially be a huge scandal? I kind of feel like so in cahoots with each other. I wouldn't necessarily say in cahoots, but I do feel like there's a relationship there. I do feel like there's a relationship there. And the thought of blackmail, the thought of I have this on you, so you do what I say. The question is, who is going to be the sacrificial lamb? We have our hangman here. Who going to be the sacrificial lamb? Who going to be the sacrificial lamb? Who understands that there's a bigger play going on? And baby, who got dirt in the closet? Somebody has dirt in the closet that they may not want to come out. I feel like there may be some blackmail in here. I really feel like there may be some blackmail in here, some romantic blackmail, maybe some um illicit sexual activities that someone doesn't want to come out. I feel like there is a relationship there. I don't think the relationship is built on being in cahoots together. I feel like there may be some type of a blackmail situation going on. I feel like there may be some a blackmail situation going on. So in cahoots with Pierre, I don't see in cahoots, but there is a relationship there. There is a relationship there. And we're just now seeing the beginning of what this relationship is and who has dirt or information on who. I feel like there's a lot of blackmail going on. A lot of blackmail going on. Um, let me go back to this one because I missed this one. Donna asks, how will the tariff war affect small businesses? So yeah, we're really getting into the quote unquote spiritual tea of things. So I'm really glad that we're having this reading together. And if you know some people who are questioning about this whole US Canada thing, please share this video with them so they can get the spiritual tea as well. Because there's a lot of things not being said And we need to know, right? Okay, how will this tariff affect small businesses? It's going to be some people hung out to dry. Some people are really going to be affected. The small businesses, they're going to be the ones hung out to dry. They're going to be the ones hung out to dry. Yep. It's not looking good. Mm-hmm. To the point of the small businesses being sacrificed, the small businesses being hung out to dry. Because listen, a corporation, an S corp, whatever type of business, a large business, say Apple, right? A large business, they can maneuver. They have lawyers. They have this, that, and the other. The small person running an Etsy shop may not have that. And I kind of feel like I kind of feel like the energetics behind it is to get people to worry and stress, but worry and stress, uh-huh. So so they'll be forced, they'll be forced into ending their businesses. I really feel like a lot of stuff that's going on right now is to um force people to be desperate so that they end up taking any type of job, and like they have to, like they won't have a choice. That's just my thinking, my thought process on it. But these small businesses, they're going to be hung out to dry. This is not good for them. This is not good energy for them, to the point of worry, to the point where they really may have to close these businesses down. Yeah. Okay, the next question is from Donna as well. And she asks, will Canadian businesses in the future, both big and small, focus on building their businesses and sales on Canadian and other countries versus American customers? That's a good question. That's a good question. Remember, I said we're seeing a lot of twos. We're seeing a lot of twos. We're seeing a lot of duality. We're seeing a lot of two sides energy, right? We are talking about Canada and the United States. We're seeing a lot of two energy. So we can see it here, Two of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the Two of Wands here. And then we have this Ten of Swords in reverse. I think that here's what I'm getting off of this, Donna. I think that for the most part, no. For the most part, no. I feel like right now, the decision is yes, people are going to take action to rethink their business. But I think that in the future, I think they're going to fall back. I think they're going to fall back into what they've done before. I think they're going to fall back into what they've done before. Yeah. The plan right now, the energy right now was, we got to do something else. We can't be wrapped up with these people. But mhm. Mhm. I think that in the future, mhm. Um they're going to fall back to it because the United States is a consumerist country. We consume more than we produce. And I think right now the conversation is, yeah, we're going to do something else. And, we have to all this, that, and the other. But I think understanding that the United States is a consumerist country is good for other businesses. I think they're going to fall back on what they've always done, which is focus on the American consumer. Yeah. Okay, so the next question is from Sweet Aces Silhouette. And she asks, where is this 51st state coming from? Is it from Trump or is it from Space Karen? I'm sorry, Space Karen is Elon Musk. I did not name him Space Karen. I saw someone else call him Space Karen, right? And so yeah, let's look into it. Here we go again. Who is this? You know, I really think that in looking at this right here, like I said, remember I tell you all these twos. Here we go. This two scales of justice, which is two. Because this is a master number here. We have 11, right? Then we got two of cups here. Um, this might be coming from this might be coming from it might be coming from Elon. It might be coming from Elon, but the words are spoken through Trump. It might be coming from Elon, but the words are spoken through Trump. Interesting. I wasn't expecting this. Because Elon, make no mistake about it, Elon is not stupid. He is not stupid. Okay? He knows how to manipulate and things like that. You know, there are kings and then there are king makers. Trump is not a king maker. Trump is a king. Elon is a king maker. I really feel like looking at this, I feel like this is Elon's thought process, but Trump's words. Hmm. Interesting. Okay. Let me get to the next question. The next question is from Donna. She asks, is there magic spirituality afoot by people in power in Canada to help influence things to the favor of Canadians? You really think your people are doing magic, Donna? You really think your government is doing magic? Hmm. You know what? There might be Donna. There might be Donna. We have our good girl here, the moon. This is a highly magical card. We have the Hierophant, government. We got Seven of Wands. Listen. This right here. This is Moses. This is Moses in here. Moses was a spiritual worker. Was a root man, a root doctor. It just might be. There just might be Donna. I did not expect to see that. I did not expect to see that. Um, listen, it it just might be. I didn't expect to see these cards here. I did not expect to see these. Interesting. It really might be. Interesting. I listen, I told y'all, I've been telling y'all for the longest amount of time. There's a bunch of people out here that do magic. A bunch of companies, celebrities, people, government officials. That's why I keep telling y'all, y'all better learn y'all some magic and quick because the world is doing magic all around you and to you. Learn something for yourself quick. Yeah, there's some magic there. There's magic there. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Okay. Let's see what's the next question. Okay. The next question is from Donna, and she asks, "Is this a plan from Electric and Orange Man to destroy Canadian economy on purpose?" Of course, the Inuit know magic. Most cultures have a spiritual magical practice. Most cultures do. Okay, even down to like the UK, Scottish people and the Celts and all like that. What you think Stonehenge is? Stonehenge ain't nothing but a ritual, a huge ritual altar. Okay. Everybody's culture has some type of magic spiritual practice. Okay. The world that we live in today says it's all BS. Everybody's culture, aberrant, everybody's culture got some magic and spiritual practice. Okay. Hey Robin. Hey Kevin. That's a good question, Donna. Is this a plan from Trump and Elon to destroy the Canadian economy on purpose? We've been here 50 minutes already? Wow. It doesn't even feel like we've been here that long. Something is going on. There are definitely bigger games afoot than what we know. Child. Of course, Kevin, we still going. Of course, Kevin, put your purple heart or a crystal ball so I can see your question, Kevin. But we're still going. We're getting good into this right here. We are getting good into this. Mm, I think there is a plan. I think there is a plan for a lot of destabilization. I do think so. From looking at these cards, I do think there's a plan for some destabilization of Canada. I do think that from looking at this. I do think that. Listen, if I were a government leader or something like that, you better believe I'd be having my spiritual people around me. Let me tell y'all something. Do not forget that Ronald Reagan, okay, his wife Nancy Reagan, okay, she made sure she had that astrologer on deck. Okay, and the astrologer on deck that Nancy Reagan had was telling her when Ronald Reagan should do his speeches and when he should do this to defeat his enemies and everything like that. People, okay, the Christian church, a lot of them popes and stuff. Listen, you go looking inside the Sistine Chapel or whatever those buildings are in Rome, those cathedrals and stuff, and you see all that zodiac stuff and stuff at the top, baby, that ain't nothing but magic. It's right there. They're just telling everybody else not to do it. But I think there is some type of, and I'm not trying to sound conspiracy theory and all like that, even though you know a lot of us have been right. But I do think that destabilization for some purpose. I think it wouldn't shock me if there was a basis to that. It wouldn't shock me if there was a basis to that. So, um, okay, the next question is from our good sis, Sexy RN. And she asks, is Trump really running the country? Let's see what we got here. Child, listen. Child, this isn't even funny. It's not even funny, but no, he's not. He's not. Mm-mm. He's not running the country for real. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. He's not. Yeah, girl, be safe driving, girl. But girl, no, he not. Yeah, that laugh said it all. Girl, you know me. Okay, so the next question, from our good sis, Sweet Aces Silhouette, and she asks, if they're planning for Canada as the 51st state doesn't work, will they try it on Mexico? Child. Hmm. This is interesting. This is interesting. Ooh, I just got a cold chill. This is interesting. Tell me about this one. Okay, we have this Ten of Pentacles in reverse, Four of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Chariot in reverse. Hmm. Child, listen. Let me just tell y'all right now. What this is telling me right now is that war, United States and war, the United States is not ready or prepared for a war at all. At all. This will be something that um I don't want to say bankrupts the country. United States is not ready for war with anybody, with anyone. United States is not just a full on war. United States is not ready for war with anybody. With anybody. I'm sorry. I know you want to answer to your question, but Spirit just told me, like, listen, everybody, United States is not ready for a war with anyone. It would definitely it will literally bankrupt the country. Spirit is saying that it's not too late for the United States to repair relationships with other countries. But either way, we have to change. I'm literally just getting a bunch of messages right now. Yeah, United States is not on a good path. Let me reshuffle and get back to your question. I'm sorry, spirit just went way left. Spirit just went way left. Let me tell you all something. The way that Mr. Hoodoo and I are just seriously discussing about, maybe living abroad for a year. Maybe living abroad for a year. See if we like it. Or, we're really having a conversation about it. Because, we can just see so much BS. We're just like, okay, so what areas, do we want to live in the Bahamas? Do we want to go to Belize? Do we want to go to Bali and live for a year? Do we want to go to, you know, do we really want to, so we're seriously having a conversation. Um, I don't see them trying to try it on Mexico. No, I don't see that. I don't see them trying it on Mexico. I think they would try to deal with Mexico in another way. I think they would try to deal with Mexico in another way, in whatever way that they can to if they were to try with Mexico, it's gonna be okay, how can we make them so destitute? I think that's how they would try it with Mexico if they were to try it. Um, Listen, the energy is real loud right now. Astrologically, the energy is real loud. Listen, the United States is in for a very interesting, definitely next couple of years. Um, Astrologically, we're not even seeing things start to get better here until like 2026, 2027. Just astrologically, if you're an astrologer and you keep up with the transits and stuff, if you know, you know. But 2025, I'm not saying it's going to be a rough year, but this is not going to be a quote unquote fluffy and happy time year. Yeah. We're about to have all these planets change, these outer planets change. We're about to have some Aries point energy. Like, listen. But answering this question, I don't think they would try it on Mexico as far as like invasion. I think they would try to do it. If they were to do it, they would try to do it financially. What's the easiest or quickest way to financially break down Mexico if they were to try it? Okay, where is I know Kevin had a question. Let me make sure. Where is Kevin's question? I don't want to lose it. Let me see. How far down do I have to go? Because I did see Kevin's question. Let me see. Okay, so it looks like magic to me too. And then I see Robin's little heart hands. Okay. I'm trying to look on my iPad as well to try and keep up. I have the chat running on my iPad, and then I'm trying to look here in StreamYard. Okay. This was the next question. Okay. This was the next question, and this was Donna's question. And she asks, why was Trump scared or hesitant of that older Inuit woman that's always around Trudeau? Okay. And then after this question, Kevin's question is next. Question. Kevin has a really good question. I don't know if everybody's painting bricks out here. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, so Donna, energetically speaking, the Inuit woman that you're speaking of, she helps to level the playing field. She helps to level the playing field, and it's almost like she shields him from BS. It's like she shields it's almost like she uses magic to shield his mind so he'll be able to think straight. It's almost like for those people who ever watched the Twilight movies, I know glittery vampires and all, but remember how Bella was like after she became a vampire? Remember how she was like a shield and people couldn't, the fight scene at the end of the movie, how she could shield the other vampires from the Volturi powers. It's like this woman is a shield and she helps keep Trudeau alert. She helps keep him so that things can't seep in, if that makes sense. Um it's kind of like it's like that scene in Twilight where Bella was the shield. So when you know that there's someone, if you can't get to them, it scares people who can't get to other people, if that makes sense. So she's kind of like a shield. She has magic where he can keep his wits about him, where he can think clearly, he can keep straight. She pretty much runs spiritual interference. She runs spiritual interference when Trudeau is near Trump or talking to him or something like that. She's running spiritual interference. Okay? So, yeah, that's why. That's why. Trump's BS works on the weak. Okay, the next question is from Kevin, and Kevin asks, are Donald Trump and Elon Musk planning to destabilize Canada, BRICS, and other nations as a means to keep the world dependent on the US dollar? That is a very good question. That's a very good question. Yeah, they're definitely running spiritual magical interference, which is, as you should. You should, be able to keep your wits about you, right? Okay. Let's get into Kevin's question. Kevin always comes with the great questions. Okay. So, mhm. Mhm. Okay. So this is okay, let me plug my laptop in really quickly. Okay. Here's the thing. Plans to destabilize, I wouldn't necessarily say destabilize, but I feel like there is a bunch of I feel like there are a bunch of blackmail schemes going on in the background. Looking at this, it's just like looking at these cards here. But yeah, there is a play. There is a financial monetary play game at play here. Absolutely. There is a game afoot financially, right? Financially. I feel like the destabilization will come in other ways. And I think that part of the plan to do it is through blackmail, is um through information, through blackmail. This isn't necessarily I'm going to bomb you to hell. It's not that. There is a play to there to answer your question, yes. Yes. But it's not the way that we think. I feel like the plays are there are intellectual games. I feel like there are blackmail games. I do feel like that. And from looking at this is a heavy, heavy, heavy financial. This is definitely a financial game that's going on. This is a financial game that's going on. Um, and it would make sense, if we're all just talking out loud together right now. The accusations of quote unquote Elon Musk checking out these different, USA aid and trying to get into the IRS, trying to get all these files and stuff on people because, see, how can I say this? Countries normally use their intelligence agencies to do things like blackmail, your CIAs, your MI5s, all those different, agencies that countries have, for the other country that starts with an I, it's the Mossad. I kind of feel like this is definitely a game of intellect going on and a financial intellectual information game going on. Most countries now do not want to step on the information bomb. Okay. They all protect, and when I say they all, those who are criminal elements within governments, they protect each other's little secrets. I kind of feel like, I kind of feel like Elon Musk, and we're all talking hypothetically, allegedly, I kind of feel like he's the one who has no problem with throwing the bombs out there, throwing the intellectual bombs out there. Because no, we all know that there are terrible elements in all governments. We all know it. But no one wants to present the information. The information likes to be held, it likes to be hidden, they keep it under wraps. I kind of feel like this might be the listen. If you don't do what we say, we're going to open this information up and your country going to be rioting against you. I kind of feel like that's the play that's going on here. Looking at this and just the conversation that we've been having today and looking at the cards, a lot of the cards have been swords. It has been that suit of intellectual mind game chess moves. This has not been a lot of fighting energy. We haven't seen a bunch of the fighting energy. We've seen a lot of the intellectual, the sneaky type cards coming up here. That's what we've been seeing during this reading and during this stream. This is what we've been seeing. So I absolutely believe that there are games afoot, Kevin. Okay. Next question is from Simply the Best, and she asks, "Will Vance be the next United States president?" Like this is not windmilling. This is not because this is not and for those who know history, this is not. Sorry, I had to put my leg up. This is not I'm going to drop an atomic bomb on you game. This is not World War II, where the United States was the only country that has a quote unquote nuclear bomb. Everybody got them now. Either everybody got them or they got some scientists who can make them or whatever, whatever, whatever. The game of war has changed, and this is an information war. This is an information and resources war. Okay. I just saw something earlier today. I have to go back and find the article, but I just saw something earlier today where it was just like trying to get Zelensky, okay, Ukraine, to agree to sign over half of their minerals to the United States in the future. This is a resource information war era we are in now. Okay. Information and resources war. This is not, I'm going to drop a bomb on you because we'll all kill each other if we all just drop bombs on each other. This is about information and resources now. Okay. Will JD Vance be the next president? That's a good question. Yeah, this is information and resources, right? We saw the whole, this is why, China, that whole deal with, Taiwan. Mhm. With Taiwan. Uh-huh. This is exactly why. This is resources and infrastructure. Resources and infrastructure. That's what this is. Resources and infrastructure. And those who control the infrastructure, you can get the resources. So, I don't see nothing here about this man taking power. I don't. I don't see anything here about this man about Vance taking power. I don't see it. I don't see it. I mean, I don't see it. I don't. But I've been surprised by things before. Yep, AI is definitely part of the war. AI is definitely part of the war. The sad part is that a lot of people aren't understanding that China has been playing the long game on the intellectual war for a long time. It's funny, I was watching something, Babe and I were watching something, um, was it recently? Babe and I were watching something, I want to say a couple of weeks ago about if you have HBO Max, there's something like the declassified CIA spy files where there was this guy, him and his wife were Chinese, and they were literally sent over by the Chinese to be spies. And where did this take place? Silicon Valley, the very same Silicon Valley in San Jose that I live in now. And this guy was literally sent over by China with his wife so they can start working so they can get a top secret clearance to have access to United States naval secrets and send it back over to China. This was in like the 80s. This was in the 80s. This was in the 80s. And then his other family came over. So he ended up becoming like a United States citizen. The other members of his family came over. And baby, they were stealing them secrets and getting ready to take them over to China. Okay. This was in the 80s. And the next thing that I'm going to say when I say this is not to be disrespectful at all. If you've ever been to Silicon Valley, there are a lot of foreign nationals that come to Silicon Valley to work, and they are working at these tech companies. Okay, they are working at the Samsungs, the Apples, the Facebooks, the Googles, the all the other there's we have the NASA center over here, Moffett Field. Okay, Moffett Field is in this area. Okay, it's right off the 101 in Sunnyvale Mountain View area. it wouldn't surprise me if a lot of like I said, I say this as respectfully as possible. This game has been going on for a long time. Okay. Go watch the show The Americans about the Russians, That was a really good show starring Kerry Russell. 5 seasons. The Americans was a damn good show, but people who I'm again, I say all that as respectfully as possible. China been playing the long game for a long time. This is not just, you know, come to the United States to get a good education. A lot of people have been coming here for a long time to infiltrate. So, um, you know. So answering this question, do I see Vance as being the next president? No, I don't see it. I don't see it. At least not right now. I don't see it. Um, but make no mistake about it, China has been playing the long game for a long time. A long game for a long time. Russia has too. Okay. The long game for a long time. The long game for a long time, honey. And I really need for people to see it. Okay. The next question is from Donna, and she asks, how much spiritual work are the Inuit doing for the liberal government? Yeah, y'all need to go watch The Americans. That was a damn good show. The Americans is on it's either on Netflix or Amazon Prime, wherever. You can find it to go. I binge watched the Americans in like a week. And that was years ago. I think that was like 2018. I watched The Americans. Really good show. People need to understand the game. Like I be look and let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Living in Silicon Valley, living here in California, let me tell you all something. And when I say this, I'm saying it, I'm calling it out like it is. The Chinese that are here in Silicon Valley, they walk around as if they own it, like this is their country. And I said it because it is what it is. They walk around and they look at me like, "Why are you here?" Okay? Okay? As long as y'all know, because people be like, "Oh, California is not this blue state bastion of," I call it like I see it out here. Um, how much spiritual work are the Inuit doing for the liberal government? Yeah, they're doing some work. They're doing a lot of work. They're doing a lot of work. They're doing a lot of work. Donna, they are doing they're doing a lot of work, girl. They're doing a lot of work, girl. Hmm. They're doing it quietly, but they're doing a lot of work. They're doing a lot of work, girl. Next question is from Kevin. Kevin asks, is Trump attempting to acquire Canada so that the United States has more real estate and makes more states? No, this isn't about states. This is about workers. This is about workers. This is about workers to feed the machine. Yeah. Hmm. This is about workers to feed the machine. Yeah, this is about workers to feed the machine. That's what that's about, Kevin. Not for real estate. This is more people to feed the machine. Okay, the next question is from Donna. Donna asks, what was with that little smirk Trudeau gave when Kamala says she'll be back and she won't give up? Oh yeah, Kevin. Oh yeah, Kevin. The point, capitalism cannot sustain itself. Capitalism, okay, needs more people to buy things, which is why they want to definitely outlaw abortions. Okay? If women are forced to have children, to make children, these children will have to support themselves in the future some way, somehow. And it's probably going to be to work. Where are they going to work? What's going to be their job? Where are they going to work? This is about workers. This is about creating more bodies so that the system can continue working. Now that people are seeing and understanding that capitalism is just bad overall, especially for the planet, right? And people are just like, I can't make no money now. How am I supposed to be taking care of children? They're not bringing children in. That's what this is about. This is about more workers to feed the machine. I feel like there could be some type of partnership in play. I feel like there can be some type of partnership in play. Um, yeah, some type of secret partnership. Mm-hmm. Mm, yeah. Hmm. A partner, maybe a partnership or a plan. Um, partnership or a plan. I don't know if I feel like this could be partnership or a plan or working on something to deal with Trump and Elon. To deal with Trump and Elon. I don't know if we'll ever know it, but that's what that was. You're welcome. Simply the best. China is definitely light years ahead of us. China plays the long game. China plays the long game. And listen, movies have been telling us for a long time how the United States is just, every time you hear some foreign bad guy in a movie talk about the United States, what they talk about are shopping malls and the way we just sit around and watch movies and how America is focused on doing the things, buying shit, relaxing, hanging out, and not on necessarily the future. You heard it in, if you ever watched London Has Fallen, right? About the attack on the G5 in London. London Has Fallen. You hear it in that. You see Red Sparrow. Red Sparrow, the movie where the uncle sent his niece to join the spy school or whatever, how they were teaching them there. You see it. You every time you see, quote unquote, one of the adversaries talking about the United States, it's about consumption. It's about worrying about reality shows. It's about buying stuff. It's about, the movies and all the shit. The capitalism shit. Not about the long game. Okay. They see it as the United States is going soft, easy to deal with, easy to infiltrate. Okay. Yeah, Donna, I definitely hear you. Was he threatened by it? No, I don't see him being threatened by it. They are literally in Trump and Elon are literally in an energetic marriage right now. They are in an energetic marriage right now. Okay. They're in an energetic marriage right now. Embarrassed by the Oval Office thing and Elon? No. No. Mm-mm. Nope. They really are in an energetic marriage. Like, they're in an energetic marriage. If you do like the synastry charts of Elon Musk and Donald Trump, they are in an energetic marriage. They really are. They're in an energetic marriage. So the people that have done, I mean, I've looked at the charts too, but they're literally in an energetic marriage, astrologically. This is literally their time together. So they are. They are. They're in an energetic marriage. They really are. Astrologically. They go together, baby. They go together. It is what it is. Listen, astrology ain't told one lie, okay? It ain't told one lie. So what video are you talking about, Kevin? Did you send me something else? I get so much stuff in my inbox. Yeah, they're listen, they're in, you know, like how like in a lot of relationships there's a person who's like more dominant than the other one, or like they're in a symbiotic, energetic marriage relationship right now. Elon Musk got the money. He's got the money and he has the network. He has the money and he has the technology part of it. Mhm. Donald Trump literally has the power seat position. Mhm. This is an energetic marriage. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Kevin. Yeah, I know what you mean now. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Now, why are you asking me if Canada got contact with the aliens? Stay on topic, Donna. Stay on topic. But yeah, no, seriously, there's an energetic, it's an energetic thing they have going on right now. It really is. It really is. I mean, that they are literally in a partnership right now. Okay, Kevin's question, and then I'm gonna look to get on out of here. Kevin's question is, what is the end game that Trump and Elon plan to gain with Canada and Mexico within this first year of presidency? Did I do a 2025 reading on the United States? I did not. I did not. I did not. Um, like I said, it's gonna be very, very interesting. Child, we gonna pray. Listen, do your magic so you and your families can be taken care of. That's all I can really tell y'all right now, because energetically right now, and even right now, the beginning of this presidency, this literally is a plutocracy. This is a technological oligarchy. Okay. And I'm going to have to do the video of the energies of the day of the inauguration. This is literally a technological oligarchy right now. Okay. So, I look at all the charts and stuff like that. I just don't have 5 million years to keep putting up all these charts and stuff, and then only 3 people watch it. Um, I know people like tea and mess, but when I do my readings and astrological analysis and stuff like that, it's not for entertainment. It's literally to show you that the shit is shitting out here. Um, the game. mm, Um. mm, oh yeah, they playing this game. They're definitely playing this game. What Rumble stream, Kevin? What Rumble stream are you talking about? Um, the end game with Canada and Mexico. Tell first, Kevin. Tell me what you're talking about with the Rumble stream, and then let me get back to this question. Financial game. Oh, I did that stream. It's over there. I already did that one. It's over. It's over on my Rumble. I already did that. It's over on my Rumble. And it was people watching at night. It's over there on my Rumble. I already asked that question. That was last week. Why are women still dealing with shit? I can't save people. But I did it last week over on Rumble. Um, Kevin, this is about expansion, but financial expansion. Yeah, it's all good, Kevin. No, I had put the link in my I had put the link on my YouTube community wall for people to meet me over there. But yeah, I did it. It was a quick little something something. You know, I was just showing all the foolishness that women say that they don't want to deal with and still deal with. It's over there on my Rumble. But yeah, Kevin, this is about expansion. This is about expansion. Mm-hmm. Expansion. Yeah, this is about expansion. Mm-hmm. But how can they do it in a subversive way? How can they do it? Yeah, in a subversive way. Yeah, in a subversive way. That's what that is, Kevin. The end game, expansion. Expansion and resources. Okay, one more question and then I'm the energy is kind of dying down now. So the energy is kind of dying down now. Is he really divorcing Melania, child? Yeah, keep the machine going. You have to understand, not you, but people need to understand that countries do things much differently from the United States. A lot of countries have various protections in place. They don't eat certain types of things like that. Um, if you gain more land mass, more workers, more people, and you have control of them and remove their workers' rights protections, you can remove all those protections if you take over that land. If you take over that land and you remove all those protections, the businesses, the oligarchs can come in and start doing what they want to do that they couldn't do before because of all those rules and regulations, right? Okay. So, yeah, they pretty much was telling Zelensky, all right, my guy, sign this and, we'll get 50% of the minerals and all like that. Zelensky was like, nah, we good. Thanks, but no thanks. Like that's literally, you see what I'm talking about? This is literally control for resources. Ooh, I don't know if there is gonna be a divorce, but it's about money on the table. There is money on the table. The question is, I mean, I don't think money is. I don't think he gonna divorce her. But baby, if she wanted to leave, she could have left a long time ago. If she wanted to leave, but there's some type of monetary financial clause that's there. We both know that they don't like each other. He don't love her. She don't love him. She's literally there to be there, right? She's literally there to be there. Um, the question is, if this marriage is over with, what that prenup say? What that prenup or whatever the financial statement is? What that say? What that say? So but yeah, baby, she don't want to be there. She don't like that man. She don't like that man, but she got to be there. Oh, she ain't leaving that bread. She ain't leaving that bread. She ain't leaving that bread. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I mean, the thing about it is he's not necessarily an abuser. So she can literally just go do what she wants. He's not like, he ain't like pulling a Chris Brown or nothing like that. He do what he do. She's there. He really leave her alone. So, you know, she pretty much be living her life. She don't want to touch the man. She don't want to, but she got that bread though. She got that bread. Talking about I'm funny. Y'all silly. Y'all are silly. But yeah, so okay, I think I'm done with questions for right now. We may have to look into what's going on with these plane crashes. And we got another one that's, happened today, child. And then I saw last weekend, what was it, like Friday? Maybe Thursday, Friday this past week. The jet that went down in San Diego, the military jet. Mm-hmm. Listen, do your magic, protect yourselves, protect your sources of income, protect your cars, protect your homes where you live, protect your food, do you some work so that money is always flowing to you, do you some work so that you're not spending money on unnecessary shits. Do some magic to protect from these cooties that's out here. The the flu is out here going around. The C-19 is out here ramping its head up. Norovirus is out here going around. We got the potential with bird flu. Make sure y'all doing y'all magic out here. That's all I can tell y'all. That's all I can tell y'all. Make sure y'all doing magic and protect, and make sure you get the resources and things that you need. And that's all I can tell y'all. That's all I can tell y'all. So, um, we got the whole, the eggs is disappearing. Now, remember I told y'all we're going to see the the scarcity fear tactics, right? And we're seeing the scarcity fear tactics, right? And we're seeing it. I told y'all we were going to start seeing it this year. I told y'all this is why y'all, make sure y'all stick around, because I'll be telling y'all we're gonna see it, right? But yeah, this is about to really get interesting. This is about to really get interesting with these planets that are going to be. Pluto is already in Aquarius. You and I will never see Pluto in Aquarius again. It's gonna be another long, long, long cycle. Pluto is gonna be in Aquarius for a minute. Um, Saturn is leaving Pisces and is going to enter Aries. Neptune is leaving Pisces and is going to enter Aries. We have Jupiter is going to be moving into Cancer this year. Mars has been retrograde for a minute. Mars is about to station direct. Uranus is going to leave Taurus, and Uranus is going to be moving into Gemini in July this year. Of course, it's going, retrograde back, and then, but we have these outer planets moving into masculine signs, especially Saturn and Neptune into Aries. Jupiter is going to be the only one that's going to be moving into Cancer. Okay. Pluto in Aquarius, Saturn in Aries, Neptune in Aries. Okay. These are world-changing, generational events that's going to be shaking things up for a minute. Okay. Okay, we're going to have the Saturn and Neptune conjunction. Okay. Saturn-Neptune conjunction. People are seeing, astrologers are seeing, and when I say this, I'm not saying this to fearmonger. I'm just saying because this is the information. This Saturn-Neptune energy is pulling energy from like the 1918 flu. Okay, now might be a good time to go back and review the video review that we did of is there an astrological signature to pandemics? Now will be a good time to go back and review. Okay. Okay, y'all. So like I said, I bring y'all information so you all can stay up to date, so you can understand what's happening with the energetics of what's going on. So the egg stuff is manufactured. It's but I told y'all this. But how long has Q been telling y'all? How many years has Q been telling y'all to get y'all resources together and make sure you have your money so you can have your resources and establish your. How many years has Q been telling you this? Okay. Q's been telling y'all. And to get your money together. Q has been telling y'all. Q ain't told not one lie. Okay. So the church said amen. I'm gonna get on out of here. And I'm gonna see y'all around these YouTube streets. So we have us a lovely lunar eclipse coming up, March 14th. This is going to be interesting. Lunar eclipse, March 14th. Okay. So yeah. I love y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna see y'all on these YouTube streets. I asked the question, do we need to look into these plane crashes, the energetics of these plane crashes? So go say what you have to say on my community wall post, because I did put that up there. Kevin said he want to look into these plane crashes. Y'all got to let me know if y'all want to look into these plane crashes energetically together as a family. Okay? But like I said, Q been telling y'all, and I'm gonna tell y'all again, do y'all magic, get y'all money, save y'all resources, and do what you got to do to protect and take care of you and yours. So I'm gonna get on out of here. I love y'all. Thank you all for being here. Share this video with someone who is seriously curious about what's going on, because the energetic games are afoot. But I love y'all. I'm gonna see y'all around. Bye.